안녕하세요. 오늘은 블러드 앤 와인 레벨 41이고 현재 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 제가 사설 기사를 하려고 했는데 미션들이 너무 난이도가 제각각이라서 우선 분명히 그분이랑 퀘스트부터 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 그러니까 이 퀘스트 내용이 그 어떤 은자가 호숫가 가운데 앉아 있는데 게롤트가 그 호수를 직접 걸을 수 있더라고요. 빠지지 않고 물 위를 걸어서 게롤트가 신기해서 물어보니까 어떤 훌륭한 검을 줄 테니 5가지 덕목을 만족을 시켜라라고 은자가 요구를 하네요. 근데 내가 뭘 했는지 모르겠네. 돌에 숨겨진 물들을 믿으라. 자, 자신의 소유물을 다른 이들과 나눌 줄 모르는 자는 선하다고 할 수 없다. 관용은 삶의 존엄, 사후의 평화를 위해 필요한 것이다. 아주 현대인들에게 필요한 문구네요. 용기 있다고 해서 선한 것은 아니다. 하지만 살아가면서 선한 겁쟁이를 몇 명이나 만나보았는가. 용기 있는 자는 어떤 결과가 기다리고 있다 해도 다수에 맞서 싸우는 것을 두려워하지 않는다. 인간의 진정한 본성을 증명할 수 있는 특성들이 다수 있다. 연민은 인간과 짐승을 구분짓는다. 인간에게 동정심을 느낄 수 있는 자라면 결코 불행한 일 앞에서 눈을 감아버리지 않을 것이다. 그 대신 부당한 일을 당한 사람들을 보호하기 위해 일어설 것이다. 이거는 뭐 어떻게 보면 성선설을 주장하는 내용이라고도 볼 수 있겠네요. 그러니까 이게 5가지인 거 보니까 그 퀘스트에서 말한 뭐 용기, 관용, 명예, 연민, 뭐 지혜 이런 것들을 말하는 건데 지금까지 뭐 용기, 관용, 연민이었고 명예는 돈으로 살 수 없다. 명예는 팔 수도 없다. 이 세상 어떤 보물보다도 더 귀중한 것이기 때문이다. 그러나 잃을 수는 있다. 명예를 잃은 자는 영원히 자신의 이름을 더럽힌 것이다. 진정으로 명예로운 자는 항상 자신의 행동에 책임을 지고 모든 부분에 맞서며 거짓말하지 않는다. 이렇게 중세 시대를 배경으로 하기 때문에 명예를 굉장히 중요시하네요. 마지막 지혜네요. 지혜는 일생에 걸쳐 추구해야만 하는 미덕이다. 더 지혜로워질 수 없을 정도로 지혜로워지는 것은 불가능하기 때문이다. 지혜로운 자라면 이를 알고 있을 것이다. 우리는 삶 속에서 지혜로운 선택을 내리기 위해 노력해야 한다. 기억하라. 지혜로운 선택이란 우리의 삶을 더 쉽고 간단하게 만드는 선택이 아니다. 종종 지혜로운 선택이 삶을 더 복잡하게 만들기도 한다. 그러나 그러한 선택은 항상 우리를 더 나은 사람으로 만든다. 뭐 고생을 사서 하라 이런 말인가? 네. 지혜를 증명하기를 기다리다 하는데 뭐
Return once you've proven you possess the 5 virtues.
근데 나 이거 나머지 어떻게 증명했지? 나 이거 한 적이 없는데 뭐지? 설마 이거 아 내가 뭐 한 적이 없는데 왜 나머지가 다 깨있지? 뭐지? 일단 한번 기다리라고 하니까 오전까지 한번 기다려볼까요? 거의 뭐 다음날까지 한번 기다려보죠. 이거 아마 내가 봤을 때 어떻게 퀘스트를 깨야 할 것 같아. 나 이거 뭐 때문에 증명됐는지 모르겠는데 제가 이 근트 퀘스트들은 맨 마지막에 깨려고 지금 남겨놨어요. 이게 꾸준히 계속 카드를 얻어야지 카드 덱이 너무 안 좋아서 못 깨더라고요 결국에. 자 우선 이거 기회를 기다리라고 하니까 나중에 깨도록 할게요. 이거 언제까지 기다려야 할지 모르겠네. 자, 집이 최고란 퀘스트를 하겠습니다. 이거 어디 보자. 그냥 달려가는 게 빠르겠네요. 달려가다가 나오면 좋고. 봅시다. 진짜 더위쳐랑 에더스크롤 둘 다 플레이해봤는데 제가 둘 다 모드 설치 없이 바닐라 모드로 진행하고 있거든요. 확실히 더위쳐가 느끼고 하는 것 같은데 에더스크롤도 되게 모드 덕지덕 붙이면 좋아지긴 하던데. 자 대충 스토리가 그죠. 위쳐를 제가 플레이하면서 의뢰를 진행하고 보상을 받았지 완수하기도 전에 이제 선금을 받은 적이 거의 없었거든요. 이제 반절 받고 반절 나중에 후불로 받는 경우는 있었는데 근데 착수금으로 이렇게 받은 경우가 있었네요. 그래서 이제 안나 헨리에타라는 사람이 있는데 정말 마음에 들어서 와 정말 좋은 아이네. 이건 무조건 도와줘야죠. 어차피 굳이 아니더라도 도와줄 생각이었지만 저런 마음 착한 애들
go.
그리고 확실히 엘더스크롤이랑 차별화되는 편한 점들이 많아요. 이런 내비게이션도 훨씬 낫고 그리고 이 길 따라서 들 들어보면 얘가 알아서 달려가거든요. 근데 정말 불편한 점이 있어요. 말타하는 거나 물속에서 헤엄치는 거나 이게 제 맘대로 컨트롤이 잘 안 돼. 이게 빨리빨리 움직여야지만 제 멋대로 가다가 막 장애물 만나면 멈추고 그런 거 되게 불편해요. 근데 나머지는 불편한 점이 없어요. 진짜 이쁘죠. 진짜 이런데 와서 친이랑 데이트하는 거. 엘더스크롤은 온라인이 생겼던데 위쳐 온라인 생기면 정말 장난 아닐 것 같아요. 나 이렇게 솔직히 이 정도 높이는 그냥 뛰어도 안 다치거든요. 말주제 위험 감정은 무지개 빨라가지고 말이야. 근데 형 내리느라 도와주러 갑시다.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basilfauti, by order of the Duchess I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
그리고 게롤트가 관리하는 게 아니라 이제 이런
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
Drink up while you're young, coin in hand.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially in spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Some red is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
돈만 잘 번다면 개입은 안 하겠다만 못 때리고.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
진짜 좋다. 와.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
야, 근데 너무 넓어가지고 설명을 해도 모르겠다. 저희가 한인집이고 우물 뭐 여기 뭐 약 주시는데 누가 노래 부르니?
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here.
아무것도 없네.
One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
노래 부르는 거야. 되게 음악이야. 이거 마음에 들어. 자, 빨리 진행해. 이쪽 노래 부르는 것 같은데. 야, 근데 풍경 너무 좋다. 진짜 이런 데서 하면 너무 좋을 것 같아. 에이, 나 영국 가는 거 지금.
Watch where you treads.
They're so heroic.
Even a horse drops if you ride it with a constant gallop. I work from dawn to dusk's last light. Then give my wife a good long night.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
얘는 마구간으로 지금 하겠다고 했죠. 마구간을 바뀔 것 같아요. 진짜 이건 섬세한 것까지 이거 하나하나 신경 쓰는 게 정말 대단한 것 같아요.
Now I shall sing you a song.
이렇게
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The cellars, voila.
지하철이야?
During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
그래, 고맙다. 잘했어. 자, 이제 이곳이 내가 생각한 게 외관상 좋지 않아?
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it. A certain subtle
약간
southern
포장하는
charm.
것 같아.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
페인트 칠좀 해야겠다 이거. 야, 이거는 뭐 거의 토목관집으로 이게 사람 있으면 하나 끝났네? 와, 거의 마술이야.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, we shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. I must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
이거 돈이 필요하네 계속. 야, 나 지금 일단 일단은 어떻게 하지? 그만 얼마 들지?
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
일단 나는 집이 얼마인지부터 보고 싶어.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
야, 5,000원? 5,000원? 내가 5,000원에 있었는데 근데 우선은 일단
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
집이 5,000원이죠. 그러니까 이게 제가 엘더 스크롤도 해봤지만 집을 꾸미는 확장팩이네요. 블러드 와인 확장팩이 포함이 되어 있네요. 갑옷 거치대가 있어요. 돈은 13,000원 있는데 이거 그랜드 마스터 무기를 만들면 저거 침대겠네요. 침대가 있으면 잡을까? 뭐가 좀 있다? 네. 야, 이거 내 침대 맞냐? 안 되네. 아, 다락방에서 집 사가잖아. 그러면은 갑옷 거치대 있고, 아, 무기 거치대도 있네. 야, 잠깐만. 설마 이거 침대 레벨도 있어? 서재가 있으면은 경험치 5% 증가, 연구소 연구실 마구가 며칠 원기 100% 증가, 기족이면은 스태츄리 500 증가. 일단 서재 효과 한번 봅시다. 이런 기능이 있구나. 사용을 눌렀는데 이거 뭐야? 야, 내가 이거 대회에서 얻은 물건이죠. 트로피도 없고. 트로피는 어디서 얻어? 자, 우선 꾸밀 게 많네. 자, 관리인씨 관리 잘해주세요. 도박을 작가님 해야겠어.
Boy, rotten times.
지금 이거 집주인인데 이거 말 안 가리는 거 봐라. 자, 우선 레벨이 없는 것들은 대충 이 정도 마무리를 하고요. 저는 레벨이 낮은 것부터 플레이를 하기 때문에 가장 낮은 게 36인 것 같죠? 제가 주먹질 하나는 기가 막히기 때문에 우선 주먹질로 손 좀 풀고 가도록 하겠습니다. 자, 이정표 어딨냐? 아, 진짜 여기는 힐링하러 와야겠다. 엘더 스크롤은 너무 분위기가 좀 어두컴컴해가지고 별로 안
I
와요.
work from dawn to dusk
그리고
last
이것도
night. Then
이쪽에다
give my wife
그
a
이전
good
지역들은 다 좀 어두워요. 밝은 것도 있긴 하지만 근데 이 수생된 부분 전체적으로 좀 밝아가지고 좀 마음이 들어요. 너무 좋아. 위쳐는 평생 해야 할 게임인 것 같아요. 괜트를 한다든지. 자, 산의 머리빗 이 자식부터 클리어 하도록 하겠습니다. 정말 더위쳐는 그냥 이 걸어가면서 주변을 둘러보는 것만
Listen,
해도
Arthur!
정말 아주 마음에 들어요. 이런
Ah,
중세
that's worth less than
중세의
mine.
이런 양식의 건물들이
Witcher! Whoa there! Come here. Be nimble. Be quick.
Only my purse will wait.
내가 한 패스만 한다.
Witcher,
아빠도 그냥 내가
surely you...
했죠.
Do you wish to jump in?
Considering it,
그래, 한번
So you're not surprised. Consider this as well. Here, intellect counts as much as strength.
You see, Mancomb is no ordinary fighter.
Mancomb.
남자가
First I've ever encountered that name.
One should never judge an opponent by his name. Master Mancomb is a saddler, though a valiant one at that. His blows are as fierce as his riposts are sharp.
주먹으로 내가
Fine, let's start.
Oh, my knees quake like a carnival rattle.
Let's get on with this ridiculous battle.
I'm a top taunter, the best around, not one to be beaten by some inbred hound.
Fancy insults? Not my thing. No other more effective means.
주먹 하나 그냥 죽어버린다. 야, 이거 바로 때리거든. 바로 때려.
Though a man of few words and even fewer jests, the Witcher is two more champions to defeat before you can challenge the Maestro. Still war.
그다음 주먹집에서 고유한 물을 맨 고유한 물 이름이 고유한 물. 아주 이름부터 마음에 들지 않아.
Witcher! Whoa there! Come here. Be nimble.
마음을 패버리도록 하겠죠.
Where's that coat gone this time?
여기서 주먹질을 하는 게 물이란 용어가 있어.
A tip of the hat to the Tawny's victor.
마음에 들지 않아. 마음에 들지 않은 고유한 물 조져버리도록 하겠습니다. 우리가 다 비슷비슷하네.
Smearing his hind.
다른 상이랑 아니면 똑바로 세 보여. 네, 마지막에 고유한 물은 뭐 야, 물은 뭐 찰랑찰랑해서 해주면 풀어지겠지. 어디 보자. 어디 관객들
Master Witcher,
Corridor.
shall you face off?
그래요. 한번 해봅시다.
Like to know who I'm punching. This knight won't reveal his name.
Rein in your curiosity, sir. A knightly vow is no idle So, will you fight or not?
그래 한번 싸워보자.
I chap.
귀여워. 얘는 좀
Noble
가볼 수
lords
있겠구만.
and virtue.
자 가자. 처음에 바로 주먹 날라오기 때문에 가드 올려.
What? Lost your nerve?
뭐야, 너 고발하는 거야?
Trying to handle this.
Ladies and gent, freed of
Your blows are strong and true. My,
Thanks.
have you naught to add?
What for? It's the 13th century.
Will you not claim there was no...
No. I'd expect.
now only Colossus stands between you and a chance.
Witcher? Was that truly necessary?
밤마다 좀 힘들 것 같아. 그런 사람을 경계해야 돼. 근데 기본적으로 모든 여자들은 좋아하지 않아요. 제가 지기 때문에. 제가 이기고 싶다는 게 아니라
is it the Duchess does not feed him as well?
정확히 말하면 제가 마른 사람을 좋아해서 근육도 살도 없는 약간 슬렌더한 그런 체형. 그런 체형.
Calm. Start no pros.
진짜 성격 너무 좋죠. 굉장히 강해. 이런 거 보면은 뭐 표지에도 뭐 설명이 있더라고요. 그러니까 이 통들이 인기가 많아서 그 오크나무를 다 베었다네요. 그러다가 절충안에 나와서 조합이 나왔고, 그래서 결국 부유한 조합이 되었다.
Witcher runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown.
이런 애들은 보통 여친구 아니죠?
Rolling on an empty stomach.
어리버서 애들끼리 들죠.
Master Witcher.
At your service.
Oh, now you.
Colossus. Interesting as monikers go. Or is that what his mother called him out of the womb, too?
Why would she not have? Colossus.
귀여워. 이 정도는 뭐
Fine. Let's fight.
Ah, boring. I'm not interested.
Don't want to fight?
Oh, a bit testy are we? A witcher? Just deflect my blows. Got it?
그래?
Catch.
Feeling that generous?
No, I just know you can't do it.
Fine.
That I get. At long last, one with a sportsman's soul.
Ladies and gentlemen, witness a
이런 도전도 처음이다. 방어대를 취하면 안 되고.
What? Lost your nerve?
이거 진짜 쉽잖아.
Too quick for you, huh?
자, 이거 도전
incredible. The Witcher has parried Colossus.
도전을 한 거야.
Here's your due.
You've earned my esteem, sir. We've not seen.
너무 쉽다.
I named it.
Don't you tread on me.
한대 맞으면 좀 아플 것 같아.
Dogs and the whip await those running riot. Values peace and quiet.
아니야. 이렇게 또 거리가 되는 경우는 말을 타고 갈게요. 마이스트로? 이름도 아주 특이하구만. 야, 이거 깬 거야? 갑자기 클리어가 되면서 바뀌었네? 자, 그러면은 36 클리어 했습니다. 그 다음 36 어딨어? 아래 불이 붙었네. 복근레의 공고 게시판에서 어떤 초자연적 현상 전문가를 찾고 있었대. 나는 뭐 그런 전문가는 아니지만 그리고 수위 많은 괴물들을 처리해왔기 때문에 대충 어떠한 현상이 짐작은 할 수 있겠죠.
Sure.
따로따로
Drink up
구두
while
소리,
you
말소리 이런 거 되게 좋아하거든요.
A tip of the hat.
아다이소? 다이소인 줄 알았나?
Thorny's victim.
이게 워낙 이런 게임들은 세계관도 있고 맵도 진짜 넓고 막 지명도 다양하고 NPC 이름도 엄청 많아서 그런 거 기억하는 모든 걸 기억하면 좀 더 스토리 이해는 편하겠지만 너무 많아서 한번 봅시다.
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed!
밤이니까 기다렸지. 야, 다 복제품
What's this
아니야?
about?
Oh, Lapiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please! I believe I've been clear. No presentation today.
야, 위치야 딱 보면 모르겠냐?
Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witcher Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
The statue. Just tell me what's the problem.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is! Our pride and joy, Reginald Dalbury. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
불화를 찾아달라. 근데 어떤 아이길래
Got my attention. Now tell me about this Reginald, all you know.
There's so much to tell. Legend has it he and the architect Faramond planned and laid out Beauclair.
이상하고 설계한 사람이 사람이죠.
Impressed already.
In particular, Reginald took great pains to devise escape routes for lovers caught with their pants down. Literally and metaphorically. He later made frequent use of them himself. Not out of fear, mind you, but to avoid having to kill his rifles in duels.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a
나는
suspect.
사양이야.
Who would not want it for himself?
일단 살펴봅시다.
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be whole again soon.
그냥 아무거나 본 뜨면 안 돼요? 내 것도 자신 있는데.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
It will all work out. It must.
Dried bloodstain.
핏자국이라고? 핏자국이라고? 왜 핏자국이 있지? 이거 이렇게 여기 창살로 건너 뛰어갔거나 그렇지.
Coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
빵구 냄새 뭘까 싶다.
Diamond saw blade. Perpetrator's tool.
야 이런 거 주워야지. 에이씨.
Don't worry.
자 따라갑시다. 그 위쳐가
Sight any sign of the beast. Report it to the ducal guard post.
Don't crowd around.
진행하고 있어요. 다이아몬드 톱날이기 때문에 일단 평범한 사람은 아닐 것 같아요.
You deaf or you deaf?
아 이렇게 뺑뺑 돌았어. 멀리 도네. 여기에 머물러 있어.
Scent leads to this door. Oop. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you? And why are you in my home? Out! Now! Or I'll summon the guards!
이거 불륜을 저지르면서 적반하장인 거 보소. 일단 대화를 합시다.
Calm down. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. We do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves a body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda, I know you're in there. You and that fancy pants of yours.
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
스토리 진행이 너무 좋아.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I will 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
No chance. Need to take the stones, pure and simple.
But if you were to leave them with me for a day or 2, 3 at the most.
Shit out of luck. Sorry.
At the day's end, it's good I had a chance to use them at all. Here, take them.
Thanks. And good luck. Actually think you'll do just fine without them.
고마워해야지 이거. 족발화장도 유분수지 말이야. 자, 돌려주도록 하겠습니다. 나도 사용을 하고 싶지만 네, 남의 것은 좋아하지 않을 거야.
Simpleton!
잡기 좋았어.
Don't crowd around.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepiotus' luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude.
400원 벌었다.
And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
지금 여기 만졌는데? 내가 너 안 줬으면 평생 만질 수 있었어. 무료로 한 번만. 진짜 내일 와볼까? 어떻게 되는지. 자, 죽음이 우리를 갈라놓을 때까지 한번 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 뭐야? 그래 이것도 망치질 한다고? 망치질하는 경우 그런다고 또 진짜? 뭐야 멍청한 놈. 내가 지켜보고 있어. 지켜보고 있어도 안 하니까 이거야? 그렇지. 땀 흘려 땀 흘려.
I thank you for your help. Lepiota reward you with copious offspring.
Hand to mouth. Why I stand? Aside for my dotage.
Stock send the whip away. Running riot. Values.
Tip of the hat to the Dorney's victim.
Loud enough to wake the dead.
술만큼
Strange. Can't hear anything now. Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noises coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either.
저기 보이죠? 뭐야? 뭔 소리야?
Here lies Margot de Corentin.
갑자기 소리가 들렸어요.
Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago. Louis de Corentin died on the day of Saint Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
숨은 거야?
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrate, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
What's this argument about, anyway?
sod off! Not your concern.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest! How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lebioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you!
큰 잘못 같아.
Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentans. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so. And I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you! And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepiota. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he promptly added, "For you shall have none left for me."
요령에 빠진 자.
I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the...
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
심심하지 않은데 어렵지 않겠냐?
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. Chamber Louis mentioned. Gotta be. You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey. with a plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler,
또
lads.
나한테 맞아 죽으려고.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. That ought to do.
존나 지겹더라 이거.
Right. High time Margot paid up.
방금 내가 뭐 읽었는데 뭐가 존나 지겹다 했는데.
Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Corpus Gate, then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Ruby bumps, drooping danglies. I knew I
Hey there. I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
to sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Nope. Just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like skewered polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here for your trouble.
Thanks.
Witcher, save us from the beast!
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy values peace.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
그 울타리 밖에서 나무 모양의 문장이 그려진 집을 찾자. 또 오네.
Tree on the sign. Must be the house.
그래서 뭐 무슨
Medallions humming need to go around. Something's not quite right.
정원으로 들어갈 길을 찾자. 이렇게 올라가면 될 것 같네.
Rose bush. All right.
찾았나?
Nothing here.
딱 봐도 여기는 장미동굴 아래.
Just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
어허? 어허? 여기서 떨어져 죽어? 위쳐가? 황당해서 말이 안 나오네. 자, 그러면 36달이 다 깼습니다. 이제 37을 진행하도록 하겠습니다. 아, 그게 37이었나 보다. 큰손 사냥꾼. 게롤트를 직접 구하는 내용이네. 이런 거는 흔치 않아요. 바로 가볼게요. 쭉 가서 자야죠.
Two-song, wild song, and women.
Tweedledee, tweedledum.
You're dandy.
Old man, it's your mum.
메달백작과 얘기해봅시다.
Dump it out your rampant fart to finish. Scrub off. You'll soon need the coffee. Resist my fingers knit to shreds.
Hey, over here, please.
Heard you call it.
I did.
Need a maid with...
You fail to understand. Call them what you will.
Arachnomorphs don't look much like bunnies.
You make mountains out of... Lads, I find your concern touching. Ah, it's...
Greetings.
Greetings to you, White Wolf. Forgive me, I should introduce...
Thanks.
But Count, sir, do you mean to go off with just this Witcher?
You exaggerate, Vilmar. I believe I can manage to survive half... My guards lament, Witcher, but you must, as you've no doubt gleaned from them, I'm a lover, Witcher, of nature. A devotee of the wild. And Toussaint is home to Sep... I'd like you to accompany me on an Ah, yes. Naturally, you'll protect me should the need arise.
Count Belladol?
Well, that was my grandpa. The very reason for my frequent visit.
Really need a Witcher to, part...
I could, surely. But they too deserve a bit of rest, relaxation.
Ah, so this is about a
There's also Clarissa.
Vilmar, please.
Who, what?
My daughter. Yeah, but we did not meet.
딸이 문제야, 딸이.
Need some details before I can say anything.
In the roundest terms, we shall...
Preserve?
Of this device, see? A Paris...
A Paris.
It's like a movable megascope, capturing...
So, you want me with you?
Well, that's more or less what it amounts to, yes. Well, and should any...
Doesn't seem hard.
Sublime. Before coming here, I dispatched requests to several
Good thinking. It'll save us some time.
Yes, let's.
Oh, is my button ready to blow?
Seems I got the map, so I'll lead. Wouldn't rather be out here with those guards of yours?
You jest. It's deliverance to emerge from under their wings. Believe me, they're overprotective. Oppressively so. I wish to admire the wildlife. Preserve it. Not watch them kill it in a fit of misguided fear for my life.
What if the wildlife attacks us?
Then we shall have no other recourse. I do not wish to be something subtler. Do you? But as long as they remain calm, we've no need to provoke them. It's of the utmost importance to me, in fact.
빨빨 아마? 이것이 느려 터져가지고 말이야. 귀족이라서 느린 건가?
Map says there's something. Panthers around here. Hunting. Stay close. Keep your eyes peeled like a bear.
빨리 처리해줄게.
Hear that? Deer, I think.
Incredible. Sharp as a razor, you're hearing.
Hear that? Panthers.
Frankly, I did not hear a thing. Clearly, your senses are far more acute than mine. I must rely on them.
Damn poachers. Snares. Looks like they were hoping for a bear. Panther got caught instead.
No, come. Will you help the mother?
Give it a shot. Gotta calm her first. Likely to lunge at us otherwise.
Brilliant. You three in a superb image. Folk call witches heartless. This will put the light to that. Oh my! I failed to warn you. Apologies. The Parastisimac has an added lantern. You must look away or it'll blind you.
Parastisimacs upset the animals. Better get out of here.
Cannot abide poaching. I'm content you share my love for animals.
Got pretty broad interests for a man of the city.
I suppose I dabble in my share of things. Wine, nature, painting. I imagine the life of a witcher must be rather more monotonous. With all due respect.
It is. Never boring, though.
I, for one, cannot fathom only ever consorting with the same creatures, day in and day out.
Got a wife? Shh. Hear him.
It's those...
Centipedes. Giant. Underground tunnel burrowers. Make a distinct sound. We can use that to track them. Sounds loud and clear here. Must be near the nest. We're here.
Well, this vantage point's no good. I shan't capture a good image from here.
All right, wait. We'll find you a better spot. Safe
Wait!
too.
We would have find a safe place for me first. Blast it. I see you're simply unreliable. Exactly what I want. You were to find a place where I would have a good view. Instead, you ran into their lair.
Sorry, got carried away.
Exhilarating. Positively
We can go, just don't
Oh, that's terrible. I so wish to capture there.
What did you have in mind?
My thoughts were more along the line.
Yeah,
Splendid. Consider me contented.
all right.
원하는 게 많아.
I was wondering, why peacocks?
My daughter is rather fond of them. There will be a treat for her.
We're close. Eyes in the back of your head. A feather from the rump, coated in suet. Cock shed it recently and the suet's got a distinct scent. Ought to be able to track the flock.
Witcher in action. What a treat to watch.
Hear that? They're calling to each other.
Fabulous. We're getting close.
자, 여기 있잖아.
Oh, that's lovely. Now, if they could just splay the tails.
See what I can do. Find a good spot.
Ready? Use your magic, Witcher! Oh, this'll be a masterpiece! Smile, please!
Watch out! Giant centipedes.
But you killed them already!
Clearly not all. Get back!
Ah! Get us! Save me!
All over now.
Whew, that was tense. I believe I've had my fill of excitement for today. An excellent day.
지금으로 따지면은 뭐 막 번지 점프 막 이런.
What a
즐기는
wonderful
사람이죠.
adventure.
옛날에도 뭐
Get everything you wanted
Yes.
in that case. Returning your lord to...
You've our gratitude.
You see, lads?
Thank you, Witcher, for looking after...
Wait here a moment, Geralt.
No need to thank
Counts a wonder, ain't he? It's a sad...
misfortune.
Made no men... 10 years back, his last, Clarissa's her name. She'd been the life of the house before the calamity. A merry sprite what filled every corner with... excursions he makes now. Or...
Sorry to make you wait. Some of your shenanigans proved... Seems even witches have...
Yeah,
Your reward.
thanks.
I've one other matter. In a few days' time, I shall
Why not?
Splendid. In that case...
I'll be by.
얼마 줬냐?
That Gwent will be...
돌연변체 연결 어떻게 하지? 아, 이거 레벨이 어떻게 필요한 거야? 미쳤나?
The Duchess!
To send a witcher against the beast? It is even so to treat with
Harbour innumerable fascinating secrets. Its picturesque meadows and untouched woodlands are home to one of the most dangerous species of Myriapoda, this side of the Yaruga, the Beauclair centipede, as it's commonly called. Both male and female Beauclair. The beast prefer to hunt in packs. Yet the author of the... Cast your eye on the hunter. Who?
Ah, Geralt. I'm delighted to see... You are free to sell it, of course.
Thanks. Talk to your guards back at the camp.
Thank you.
How's Clarissa these days?
To get her gifts, you mean? En route home, I mean to pack...
Yeah, actually happen to know one. Name's...
Splendid.
Tell him I send my... Good crowd.
Oh, when you have as much coin as I do, friends... Not all are lying.
Why bother?
I'm a man of enterprise. I must put...
Besides...
At times, I'll exhibit a completely failed painting. Just naturally, the more intent someone is to get into my good grip...
Good.
Oh, not
What?
I'm a... no.
Nice meeting you.
영상 여기까지 하겠습니다.